You've been eating eggs your whole life. But what if I told you that the way you're cooking or eating them now after 60 could be doing more harm than good? Think about it for a moment. Boiled, fried, scrambled, eggs are supposed to be healthy, right? They're packed with protein, they're affordable, and they've been on your breakfast table for decades. Well, not always. And that's what we need to talk about today. You see, as we age, our bodies don't process food the same way anymore. Our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and our hearts need extra care. And sadly, many seniors unknowingly eat eggs in ways that increase cholesterol, weaken the heart, or even trigger digestive issues that could have been easily avoided. I've been studying nutrition and elderly health for years, and I've seen too many people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond make simple mistakes with something as basic as eggs, mistakes that are quietly undermining their health every single day. In today's video, we're going to uncover 5 dangerous mistakes seniors make with eggs every day and how you can avoid them starting today. You'll also learn the safest, healthiest way to eat eggs after 60 so you can keep enjoying them without worry. Before we dive in, I'm curious, have you changed the way you eat eggs as you've gotten older? Let me know in the comments below. And tell me where you're watching from, whether it's New York, Houston, Manchester, or Nairobi. I love seeing where our Flourish After 60 family is tuning in from. If you care about staying healthy and sharp in your golden years, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so YouTube can show it to others like you. Trust me, what you're about to learn could change how you think about breakfast forever. Number 1. Eating eggs freed in vegetable oils. Let me tell you about Mr. Johnson from Florida. He was 69 years old and loved his sunny-side-up eggs every morning, fried in vegetable oil, just like his mother used to make them. It was his routine, his comfort, his way of starting the day right. But after turning 70, something changed. Mr. Johnson started developing constant inflammation in his joints. His knees ached, his back hurt, and he felt stiff every morning. His doctor ran some tests, and guess what they found? His inflammatory markers were through the roof, and his bad cholesterol had spiked. Here's what was happening. Vegetable oils like canola, corn, and soybean oil, the ones most of us have in our kitchens, they become oxidized when heated to high temperatures. When these oils oxidize, they produce compounds that raise your bad cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol, and trigger inflammation throughout your body. And for seniors, this is especially dangerous because our bodies are already dealing with age-related inflammation. Now here's the common mistake. People think using vegetable oil is healthier than butter. But that's outdated advice from the 1980s. The truth is, when you heat these oils, they become toxic. So what should you do instead? Use avocado oil, which has a higher smoke point and won't oxidize as easily. Or try ghee, which is clarified butter that's actually quite stable at high heat. You can even use a light spray of olive oil for lower heat cooking. But here's an even better idea. Try steaming or soft boiling your eggs. You'll get all the nutrition without any of the harmful compounds. But it's not just the oil you cook with. What you eat with your eggs matters too. Number 2. Combining eggs with processed meats. Remember those hotel-style breakfasts? You know the ones, eggs, bacon, sausage, maybe some ham on the side. Delicious, yes, but not heart-friendly, especially not for us. I think about all those Sunday morning breakfasts, family gatherings, and diner visits where this combination was the norm. We grew up thinking this was just a hearty, normal breakfast. But here's what we didn't know back then. Processed meats like sausage, bacon, and ham contain nitrates and high levels of sodium. When you combine these with the choline that's naturally found in eggs, something concerning happens in your body. This combination may increase your risk of heart disease and has even been linked to certain cancers, especially in older adults whose bodies are more vulnerable to these compounds. Think about it this way. Your heart has been working for 60+ years. It's tired, it needs care, and it doesn't need the extra burden of processing these inflammatory combinations every morning. Here's the common mistake. We assume breakfast meats are just a normal part of a hearty breakfast, but they're silently hurting your health with every bite. So what's the solution? Replace that bacon and sausage with grilled mushrooms. They're meaty, satisfying, and full of beneficial compounds. Add some avocado for healthy fats, or roasted tomatoes for that burst of flavor and antioxidants. Your taste buds will adjust, and your heart will thank you. Now let's talk about one mistake that most seniors make without even realizing it, and it's more dangerous than you might think. Number 3. Eating undercooked or raw eggs. I want to tell you about Jane, a retired nurse from Chicago. She was 65, health conscious, and always looking for ways to boost her nutrition. She'd heard somewhere that raw eggs were packed with nutrients, so she started cracking a raw egg into her morning smoothie every day. Jane thought she was doing something good for her health. After all, she'd seen athletes do it in movies, and she'd read about the protein benefits online. But one morning, about 3 weeks into her new routine, she woke up with terrible stomach cramps, nausea, and a fever that wouldn't break. She ended up in the emergency room with a severe case of salmonella poisoning. The doctors told her she was lucky. At her age, this kind of infection could have been much worse. Here's what Jane didn't realize. As our immune systems age, our resistance to foodborne illnesses drops significantly. Our stomach acid becomes less potent, our immune responses slow down, and bacteria that younger people might fight off easily can knock us down hard. You may have heard that raw eggs are packed with nutrients, and that's true. But here's the reality: that benefit doesn't outweigh the risk at our age. It's simply not worth it. There's also another issue with raw eggs that people don't talk about. They contain avidin, a protein that actually blocks the absorption of biotin, an important B vitamin. When you cook eggs, you destroy the avidin and make all the nutrients more available to your body. So here's my advice. Always cook your eggs until both the white and yolk are firm. Poached or soft-boiled is okay. As long as the egg is hot and properly cooked through, your body will actually absorb more nutrients this way, and you'll avoid the risk of foodborne illness. Even when eggs are cooked properly, how often you eat them plays a crucial role in your health. Number 4. Eating too many eggs per day. Let me share the story of Mr. Adual in Lagos. He was 67 years old and swore by his 3-egg breakfast every day. He'd read about the protein benefits, he felt strong and satisfied after eating them, and he thought more protein meant better health. Mr. Adual was active. He walked every morning, and he felt great. But when he went for his routine blood tests, something concerning showed up. His cholesterol numbers were creeping up, slowly but steadily, month after month. His doctor started asking questions about his diet, and when Mr. Adual mentioned his 3-egg breakfast routine, the pieces started coming together. Here's the scientific insight. Eggs are rich in choline, which is good for brain health, and they do contain cholesterol. Now, for most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't directly raise blood cholesterol. Your liver regulates that. But when you're eating 3 or 4 eggs daily, especially as a senior, it can start to strain your heart health, particularly if you have a family history of heart disease. There's also something called the dose-response relationship. 1 egg provides about 6 grams of high-quality protein and essential nutrients, but 3 eggs? That's a lot of choline, a lot of cholesterol, and potentially more than your aging body can process efficiently. Here's the myth we need to bust. Yes, eggs are high in protein, and yes, protein is important for seniors. But that doesn't mean more is automatically better. Your body can only use so much protein at once, and the excess can actually put strain on your kidneys. My advice? Stick to 1 egg per day or 2 every other day. Mix it up with plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, or quinoa. Your body will get variety, and you'll avoid overwhelming your system with too much of any one thing. But now, we need to talk about the most overlooked danger of all, something even healthy eaters do without thinking twice. Number 5. Eating eggs without veggies or fiber. Gloria in Toronto was 72 and thought she was eating healthy. Every morning, she'd have 2 scrambled eggs with buttered toast, nothing more, nothing less. It was simple, it was satisfying, and she'd been doing it for years. But Gloria had a problem she couldn't figure out. She was constantly dealing with constipation, bloating, and by midday, she felt sluggish and tired. She'd have her coffee, try to push through, but that heavy, uncomfortable feeling would last all day. When Gloria finally talked to a nutritionist, the answer was simpler than she expected. The problem wasn't what she was eating, it was what she wasn't eating. Here's what happens. Eggs have 0 fiber, none. And without vegetables or whole grains, digestion slows down significantly in older adults. Our digestive systems are already working slower than they used to, and when we don't give them fiber to work with, everything backs up. Fiber does more than just help with digestion. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helps regulate blood sugar, and even helps lower cholesterol. When you eat eggs without fiber, you're missing out on all these benefits. Here's the common mistake: thinking that eggs alone are a complete breakfast. They're not. For older bodies, it's incomplete without fiber. Your gut needs that roughage to function properly. The fix is actually simple and delicious. Always pair your eggs with sautéed spinach, which is packed with iron and folate. Add some cucumbers and tomatoes for crunch and hydration, or have your eggs with a slice of whole grain bread that actually has fiber, not just white bread. When Gloria started adding vegetables to her eggs, the difference was remarkable. Within a week, her digestion improved, her energy levels stabilized, and she felt lighter and more comfortable throughout the day. Now that we've covered these 5 dangerous mistakes, let's talk about what this really means for your future health. I know it can be discouraging to realize that even something as simple as eggs needs rethinking after 60. You might be sitting there thinking, great, another thing I have to worry about, another food I can't enjoy the way I used to. And I understand that feeling. Food is comfort, food is memory, food is tradition. When I tell you that your morning routine might need adjusting, I'm not just talking about changing what's on your plate, I'm talking about changing habits that might go back decades. But here's what I want you to understand. You're not powerless. In fact, now you're informed, and that's your greatest strength. Every single day you make choices about what to put in your body, and now you can make better choices. Think about it this way. You've lived through decades of change. You've adapted to new technologies, new ways of working, new ways of staying in touch with family. You've shown incredible resilience and flexibility throughout your life. This is just another adaptation, one that will serve your health for years to come. If you've been eating eggs the wrong way, it's not too late. Your body is remarkably good at healing and recovering, even at this stage of life. Make one small change this week, switch your cooking oil, or add greens to your plate. Your body will thank you. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s make these simple changes and feel dramatically better within weeks. Better digestion, more energy, clearer thinking, and yes, even better blood work numbers. With every meal, you have a chance to choose health, strength, and vitality. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. Let's keep growing together, because life after 60 can still be flourishing. Let's quickly recap the 5 dangerous ways seniors must avoid eating eggs. 1. Avoid frying eggs in vegetable oils. They become toxic when heated and cause inflammation. Use avocado oil, ghee, or try steaming instead. 2. Don't pair eggs with processed meats. The combination increases heart disease risk. Replace bacon and sausage with grilled mushrooms or avocado. 3. Stay away from raw or undercooked eggs. Your immune system can't handle foodborne illness like it used to. Always cook eggs until firm. 4. Limit your daily egg intake. 1 egg per day is plenty. More can strain your heart and kidneys. 5. Always add fiber like veggies or whole grains to your egg meals. Your digestion needs it, and your gut will thank you. Now I'm curious, which of these 5 surprised you the most? Have you been making any of these mistakes? I want to hear from you in the comments below. Share your experiences, your concerns, or even your favorite healthy egg recipes. I read every single comment, and I learned from you just as much as you learn from me. Maybe you're from Detroit and you've been frying eggs in corn oil your whole life. Or perhaps you're watching from London and you never realized processed meats were a problem. Wherever you are, Los Angeles, Birmingham, Atlanta, Johannesburg, I want to hear your story. If you care about health after 60 and want more videos just like this that give you practical, science-based advice you can actually use, don't forget to subscribe to Flourish After 60. When you subscribe, you're not just helping this channel, you're helping this content reach more seniors who need this information. Hit that bell icon too, so you'll be notified when I release new videos. I share evidence-based health tips specifically for people over 60 because your age group deserves content that's made just for you. Thank you for watching and taking your health seriously. You're never too old to learn something new, and you're never too old to make positive changes. Stay strong, stay curious, and remember, every healthy choice you make today is an investment in your tomorrow. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll be talking about the surprising foods that can actually help lower your blood pressure naturally. Until then, take care of yourself. You deserve it.